We like what we're doing. We have different players that can fill the role. They both do, and so it just has the makings of a good game. Doesn't always guarantee it, but it does have the makings of just an outstanding game.
We'll pause now for the national anthem as the combined Morgan and Richfield cheer squads bring the flags out of the tunnel to showcase here at Center Court at the UCCU Center, again on the campus of Utah Valley University. This has been the Snow College pregame show. There's something for everyone at Snow College. Check out snow.edu as they take their places. We'll get ready for the national anthem. And once again, we'll carry that national anthem for you over the air here at the 3A Boys Basketball State Championship as we have our final game of the 3A Boys and Girls Basketball State Tournament here in Orem. And so they get set for the national anthem. Well, again, we'll bring that for you here over the air.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Some USA chants at the end of that rendition of the national anthem here inside the UCCU Center.
I didn't see anyone without their hand over their heart, unlike a lot of the NBA games I go to.
All right, Rick. Well, let's take a quick look as we get ready for the non-starters to be announced here at Rich for these two squads. And we don't have these full lists, so we're not going to go through these with you here. But, Rick, as they do this, let's go over our keys of the game now, that Richfield Community Pharmacy keys of the game, as they believe their customers belong to their family. Let them provide you with the convenient professional service you and your family deserve, located at 440 South Main Street in Richfield. That's Richfield Community Pharmacy. Keys of the game, Rick.
Well, I think the keys will be, as they both said, the rebounding, and I think who can put their will on the other team. And that's going to come with the defensive end. And they play kind of both like to pressure with defense, but it's when you play Richfield, you're going to get a man-to-man with good help defense. And Morgan, it's the speed they have. And you can't simulate the defenses until you play each other. There's no way in practice. So sometimes you know what they want to do, but to get that simulation is very hard because you can't simulate the speed. You can't simulate how Richfield's defense is, Morgan's speed. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yes, it is. It'll be fun to watch, that's for sure, here in this one. They are just finished announcing all the non-starters, coaches, and support staff for the Richfield Wildcats, and now they'll do the Morgan Trojans. Kind of interesting, I was watching the Morgan student section, and as they announced the Richfield non-starters, all the students from Morgan turned around the other way.
Yeah,
they're having a good time.
Oh, yeah. They were joking with the Richfield players as they shot baskets, but, it just should be a great time here.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here between these two teams. As you said, they also met in the football state championship. Not all of them were football players, but both teams have several players that met on the gridiron just a few months ago in that football state title game, which Morgan was able to get the victory over Richfield in that one, 13-2. And once again, as we get ready for the starting lineups, Rick will give you the Richfield starters in this one, and I will give you the starters for the Morgan Trojans. They will go one from each team at a time. And so when they do that, we'll each take turns announcing it as you see it here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports. But first, we do have the pump-up video for these two teams before we get to those starting lineups.
It's kind of nice. They have a spotlight so we can read our papers.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't go completely dark on us here as, again, the highlight video, pump-up video playing for Richfield right now here before today's state championship game. And then they'll play the Morgan one as well before we end up getting to the starting lineups. Fun atmosphere right now, though, here, Rick, at Utah Valley.
Yeah, and there's a big crowd on hand. Morgan supports their athletic. There's a big Morgan crowd, but even a slightly bigger Richfield crowd.
I think so.
And I tell you what, I don't know anyone's down in Richfield watching this.
Everybody has made the trip up here, huh?
Well, there's a lot of people up here. Dave Clark, he had to help with the 1A tournament today, so the athletic director, one of them for Richfield, I wish him the best.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we didn't get to finish going over was our Sorensen Levitt Insurance Stat Check. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home auto and business insurance needs. Proudly representing auto owners insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Sina Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. First off for Richfield, we talked about rebounding. Richfield averages about 28 rebounds a game. Morgan averages 34. Again, they play it definitely at a higher pace does Morgan on the season. Richfield averages about 12 assists a game, which is pretty good, as the Richfield pump-up video is complete. And now they get ready for the Morgan Trojans video before the starters are announced here at Utah Valley University. And I mentioned the 12 assists a game for Richfield. You look on the Morgan side, averaging over 18 assists per game this season. Even though they play at a higher pace, that's still a really high number of assists.
Oh, yeah, they move it quickly, and they want to get a steal. They remind me a little bit of Canyon do in that they want to get a steal and a breakaway.
Looking at the other stats, steals per game, Richfield about 7.5, while Morgan averages 11.5 steals per game on the season. Richfield averages about 2 blocks. This Trojans team averages 5.5 blocks per game, as guys like Mason Williams make it really hard to get shots up inside.
Yeah, and they're gonna spring in the air. You look like you're gonna shoot it. They jump high. Sometimes you can use that as advantage. Sometimes guys from behind they're just got lots of length.
And then the other final stat to look at, these are two of the best teams in the state at taking care of the basketball. Richfield, 10.9 turnovers a game. Morgan, just 9.9 turnovers a game.
Yeah, that's pretty even. That's really taking care of the basketball.
And now for the starters. First off for the Richfield Wildcats.
Wearing number 1, a senior, Gage Yardley.
And then on the Morgan side of things, also wearing number 1 is a senior guard, Colton AC.
For Richfield, a senior, wearing number 3, Griffin Wayman. Coming off a career-high 26 last night.
And then for the Trojans, number 5, a junior guard, Bracken Saunders.
And a senior, wearing number 12, Slate Wright.
On the Morgan side of things, a junior point guard, number 11, Jake Hansen.
For Richfield, a senior, wearing number 21, Malik Fountain.
On the Trojan side, a senior wearing number 22, a forward, Nate Pace.
And for Richfield, a senior, wearing number 30, Hudson Spell.
And the final starter for the Trojans is a junior forward wearing number 31, Mason Williams. And the Wildcats are once again coached by Rand James. The Trojans are coached by Scott Hunt, and we are just about ready for the Richfield City tip-off here at the UCCU Center. Richfield City, the heart of Trail Country, a great place to visit, stay, and explore. Proud sponsor of Richfield High School. Richfield in their road blues with the white letters and numbers, white and red trim. Morgan, the home whites with those maroon letters and numbers, and maroon and, I believe, silver trim on their jerseys for the Trojans. Richfield will be going left to right across your radio dial, TV and computer screen, and Morgan will be going right to left to begin today's ball game. And we talked about Richfield City as the heart of Trail Country. Well, if you need a place to stay, no place better than one of in the top 10% in the nation of Ramada Inns. That's the Ramada Inn in Richfield.
Oh yeah, and Ashley and Sabrina Steck, they have done a terrific job with the Ramada Inn. If you haven't seen it in a while, you're missing out. It's really nice.
The tip is up, and it will be controlled by Williams for Morgan. Hansen has it for the Trojans. Across the timeline, Hansen will bring it. Hands off right side high to AC. Up top now, Saunders looks to drive right, cut off by Spell, spins into the lane, fades away from 12 feet, off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound though for Pace. He'll go back up on the right side, too hard. He goes back up again, no good. And now Spell rips down the rebound for the Wildcats.
Boy, Morgan got 3 good looks at it. It looked like they were going to get another one, and somehow Spell came down with it.
Yardley works his way right wing with a handoff to Wayman, and a foul called as Hansen tried to jump the handoff. That'll be the first on Jack Hansen, first foul on Morgan.
And that describes it well. He could see the handoff coming on, and he was trying to just take the handoff.
Pass comes into Yardley. Looks to Coach James for the offensive call. Saunders guarding Yardley up top. No score yet on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. Yardley left wing, hands it off to Wrights. Wrights curls into the lane, goes to the wing to Wayman. 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound to Yardley. Thought about the 3, now dribbles the lane. He'll put up the 6-foot floater, got it to go. Richfield strikes first.
Yeah, Yardley picked up the ball on the left arch, dribbled inside the foul line in the center of the lane, and a one-handed shot.
Hansen works his way up the floor now for the Trojans. Up top he comes to AC. Hands it off to Williams. Around the perimeter they go. Left wing Hansen. 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound. Battled for. It's on the ground. And Spell picks it up for the Wildcats.
Somehow Spell comes up with it. That's just crazy. Spell just, he has an eye for the ball.
Yardley off the screen. Lost the handle, but the ball goes right over to Wrights. Picks up his dribble. Short corner to Spell. Thought about the shot, now works his way to the middle, comes up top to Yardley. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Slip screen by Spell, nothing there. Yardley works his way right side, hesitates, backs out in the short corner, bounces out to Wrights. 10 seconds. Left wing to Spell, he'll rise for 3, short off the rim, rebound down the lane, knocked out by Fountain, picked up by Wayman. New shot clock for the Wildcats. Fountain drives left to right, goes across to Spell, pumps, kicks to the corner. Yardley sets, 3 on the way, rattles it in. A Mason Machinery three-pointer. Gage Yardley has the first 5 points of the game.
Now, Yardley's had a couple games where he's been in the 20s, and he's very capable.
Across the timeline comes Hansen. Off the screen by Williams. Double screen. Picks it up now, goes left wing to AC on the flare screen. Kick into the corner. Now with it, they swing it back out to Hansen. Up top, Saunders. Dribbles right side down the lane. Puts it up against Spell. Missed it short off the glass. Rebound tipped up. And it's going to be a foul called on who? Yardley and Williams are battling for it. It will go on Williams as Yardley had position.
Yeah, it looked like Yardley was going to come up with it, and Williams came around.
Coach Hunt wants an explanation on that foul call. 5-0 Richfield on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. 5:35 to go in quarter number 1. Up top, Yardley works his way left side high. He'll back out. Looks for Wayman, gets it to him high up top. Guarded tight by Hansen. Wayman dribbles into the left hand. Ball gets knocked away by the help defense. Stolen by Morgan. Saunders down the right side of the floor. Spell gets on his hip. Scoop with the right hand and falls off the rim. Rebound tipped out by Morgan. Richfield basketball.
Yeah, and Saunders, it appeared he was going to have an easy lay-in. The length of Morgan created that turnover as they were able to swipe it in. And I don't know how he missed that.
Spell got back defensively and did a great job disrupting it. Yardley brings it up now for the Wildcats. Saunders picks him up at the timeline. Works his way left side. Now comes high right to Wrights. Into the corner it goes to Fountain. Skip it left wing. Yardley sets for 3. Off the rim, no good. High rebound and going to go out of bounds off of Richfield. Morgan basketball.
Yeah, and it looked like it was going to go just a little bit short. The ball bounced.
Under 5 to go in quarter number 1. 5-0 Richfield leads. Call Richfield Family Dental Dr. Topher Barnett today at 435-896-9696 or visit richfielddental.com. Hansen across the timeline for the Trojans. High on the left side. Comes up top to Pace, guarded by Yardley. Back to Hansen. Hands off on the wing to Saunders. Up top he comes to AC. Little pick and roll not there. Left wing to Hansen. Short low block now into Williams. Creates some space against Fountain. Baby hook with the right hand. No good. The tip in. No good from Saunders. And Yardley has it for Richfield.
That was solid defense in the middle there by Hudson.
Yardley drives the lane, spins, and traveled as he got cut off by Pace. A Richfield turnover.
Yeah, that was a good defense back the other way in the lane, but we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout called. It's a Riverstone Contractors timeout. Call Peter Riverstone Plumbing and Heating at 896-6264. We'll take it with them. 5-0 Richfield over Morgan in the 3A State Championship on Mid-Utah Radio, Team5.live, and KSL Sports.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sevier Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Great student sections on both sides. They both nearly fill a whole section in the lower bowl here at the Utah Valley University, and they are pumped.
Yeah, both sides are raring to go here.
Hanson with it up the floor for Morgan. Goes right side to AC, up top now to Pace. They run Hanson off a screen. He comes back up top to Saunders for the straightaway three. Nails it! Big Mason Machinery three-pointer for Bracken Saunders.
Yeah, he got a good screen. Just top of the arch, and boy, it went right in.
First points of the game for Morgan. 5-3 Richfield leads. Yardley right wing, hands to Wayman. Works his way around the perimeter with a pass left side to Wrights. Short corner now to Spell. Kicks it right wing it to Yardley, out to Wayman for three. Short off the rim. Spell the offensive rebound, goes back up, blocked by Williams. Fountain the rebound to Wrights for three. Short off the rim. Bodies hit the floor, and Pace pulls down the board for the Trojans.
Boy, Richfield got 3 shots at the basket. 2 of them were a little longer three-point shots, but just couldn't get it to go.
3.5 to go here in quarter number 1. 5-3 your score. Hanson goes right wing it to AC. One dribble up top to Pace. Down the lane for Williams. Guarded by Fountain. Lowers the shoulder. Help defense comes and knocks the ball free, and a foul called. It'll go on Hudson Spell. That's his first, team's first. Jorgen Southwick into the game for Richfield. Slate Wrights will check out.
And Hudson in the lane, trying to play behind there, the help side, then they drew foul.
AC dribbles in, 17-footer on the way, no good. Rebound taken by Spell for Richfield. Right side high, Yardley. Works his way in, goes to the wing to Southwick. Southwick works his way around the perimeter, looks to drive in, gets cut off. 15-footer on the way from the free throw line, short. Rebound tipped, it's on the ground. Yardley has it for Richfield. Out to Southwick, left corner to Wayman. He'll rise for three. Short off the rim. Backside rebound in the corner. Dived at by Fountain. Out of bounds it goes. Morgan basketball.
Yeah, just a little short on that. And the ball was going out, and Fountain dove after it. It didn't look like he had any chance for it, but boy, he was trying to save it.
Yeah, did a great job.
Very low scoring championship game so far. I have a hunch this is going to change, though.
Up top with it, AC for the Trojans. Hands to Saunders. Now to Hanson. Up top to AC. He'll take the deep three. Off the back of the rim. High bounce. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound tipped out. Last touch by. The two officials are trying to decide it. And they're going to give it to Morgan.
I'm curious to see the replay on that because they weren't sure. And so that's going to give them some criticism.
Saunders bounces into Williams in the corner, out to Hanson in the wing, back to Saunders off the screen for the corner three, no good. Rebound to the backside, Southwick has it for Richfield, and he'll be fouled by Colton Lacey, who whacked across the arm. His first, team's third.
Yeah, and Richfield's done a solid job of getting the rebounds. I would guess they're a little bit ahead, but I'll tell you, Morgan's got some offensive boards too in this game.
Across the timeline comes Yardley. Top of the key, guarded by Saunders. Looks for Fountain in the lane, nothing there. Kicks to the corner to Wayman, sets for three. Got blocked on the shot by Hanson. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Morgan. Richfield ball.
Yeah, as Malik was trying to cut in front of Williams there, I think Williams trying to grab it, knocked it down and out of bounds.
Yardley to inbound. They go 4 around the perimeter on a 4-high look. They'll throw out for Southwick. Dribbles middle, goes left wing to Wayman, rises for three again, high arc, short off the rim, Spell the rebound, in the lane, pumps, got him in the air, put it up the left hand, too hard. Williams the backside rebound for Morgan.
Yeah, the length of that, he got him in the air, but that length still caused some bother and pushed a little too hard. Great rebound there by Spell, though.
5-3 your score. Richfield in front still, left junction with it, Williams. Nothing back door, goes right wing to Hanson. He'll come out to AC off the screen for the deep three, in and out. High rebound, Fountain has it and draws the foul on Williams. That will be his second for Morgan. 4th team foul.
Richfield doing a nice job of boxing out, but Morgan has shown to me a little impatient that time. maybe settled for a little deeper three-point shot than they wanted. Not that they can't make that.
Ben Russell into the game for Morgan, replaces Williams. Changes what they do defensively. So they go to a zone. Left side high, Wayman. Into the corner it goes to Southwick. Back out to Wayman. Wayman dribbles in, goes right wing to Yardley. Drives through the zone defense, hangs in the air, 6-footer. Short off the rim, fell in the offensive rebound. Works his way in the low block, passes back out for Yardley, and takes the bump, does Yardley. Goes left wing to Wayman. Comes back out to Yardley. Dribbles in with the right hand, spins against Saunders, hangs in the air, off the glass and in. Yardley with all 7 for Richfield.
And I tell you, that was just a pretty move. He hung in the air on a spin in the center of the lane and banked it in.
Under a minute to go in the first quarter, 7-3 Cats on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. Up top, Hansen hesitates, gets cut off on the junction. Left corner, he goes to Pace. Out to the wing now to Hansen. Hansen drives through, takes the bump, misses the shot, but free throws coming for Jack Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen had a step on the defender.
Wayman will pick up his first, second team foul, so Jake Hansen goes to the line to shoot 2.
As it was dribbling down there, got bumped.
Richfield was trying to say on the ground, but the official says nope, he's headed to the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line. I think that's what he said word for word.
Yeah.
First free throw of the game for either team. Shot is up, got it. First point of the game for Hansen.
He's averaging 14 points a game, so he can shoot.
Steps back up to the free throw line to try to close the gap, back to 2 points. Second free throw, good. So Jake Hansen steps up and makes them both. 7-5 your score. Richfield leading Morgan about 12 seconds, 11 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Yardley picks it up against that trap and tries to go to Wayman off his fingertips out of bounds. A Richfield turnover, their third.
Yeah, and what Richfield did, they just crossed half court, and the trap came as Yardley tried to throw it at the other side of the court. It was too high and went out of bounds. So I think we're going to see more trap from Morgan in this game.
Chance for Morgan to tie or take the lead here. Hansen jumps into a 17-foot jump shot. No good, but he draws the foul on Wayman. That'll be the second on Wayman here in a matter of just a few seconds. Yep, bumped the legs as he came down, so Jake Hansen heads back to the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line with a chance to tie the game. First free throw, good. Slate Wright, back into the game for Richfield as Wayman checks out. Coach Janes explaining to Griffin that he was too close on that. Second free throw to tie it. Got it. Hansen with 4 straight from the free throw line. Ties the game at 7. Now a press breaker here for Richfield. Russell guarding Southwick. Southwick gets it across the timeline. Here came the trap. Able to get it out to Wrights. Wrights goes right side high to Yardley. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Short corner to Spell. Kicks it left side of the corner to Southwick. And he stepped on the far sideline. The trap forces another Richfield turnover, their 4th.
Yeah, Richfield looked a little uncomfortable on some of their passes. They were high. As Morgan's length and speed really makes it difficult. Not everyone can do it like that because they don't have the length and the speed.
10 seconds to go in the quarter. Morgan looks for their first lead. Off the screen by Saunders. Pick and roll. They got it to him down the lane. Kicks it left side to Russell. Back to Saunders. 17-footer on the way. Off the rim, no good. The tip in by AC. Blocked, and that'll be how the quarter ends. Through 1 quarter of play in the 3A Boys Basketball State Championship on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. It's Richfield 7, Morgan 7 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project. creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the UCC Youth Center through one quarter of play. We're all tied up 7-7 on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. Start of the second quarter brought to you by Richfield City. And throughout today's game, we're looking for that golden drug. Player of the game, their motto is to help, heal, lift, learn, and love. And the White Sanitation and On-the-Go Services sub of the game. And the Diamond W Auction key play of the game. 1-2-2 trap again by Morgan. Left wing with it is Wrights. He'll get it out to Yardley. Yardley goes down the lane to Fountain. Nothing on the low block. He gets out of the key, goes up top to Southwick, straight away three. Off the rim, no good. High rebound, and Pace has it for the Trojans.
Yeah, Southwick was deep on that. It looked like it might go a little bit long. Richfield's had a struggle from the three-point line so far in this game. Just one from Yardley.
Yardley scored all 7 points for Richfield. 7-7 your score. Up top, Jake Hansen with it, guarded by Wrights. Goes to down the lane to Pace. He drives baseline and gets the lay-in, and Morgan has their first lead.
Yeah,
9-7 Trojans.
Been a while since Richfield scored.
Yardley up the floor, bounces up top to Wrights. Right wing Southwick. Looking to drive baseline, got cut off. Skips it to Yardley, left side, dribbles in, gets cut off out to the wing to Wrights. Wrights around the perimeter, drives the lane. He gets cut off, goes low block into Fountain. Left wing Yardley, pumps. Defense flies by, he'll drive in, put it up against Pace. Got it to go. 9 for Gage Yardley.
I tell you, Gage is a gamer. He knows they need him to do things, and if he needs points, he tries to get points for him, and he's doing it so far.
6:40 to go in the first half. 9-9 your score. Right wing Saunders. Bounces out to Hansen. Hansen going to drive left side all the way to the rim. Blocked by Southwick. And Southwick comes down with it for the Wildcats. Yardley brings it across the timeline. Hesitates. Now he'll reverse out as the trap comes out on him. Able to dribble around it. Goes left wing to Southwick. Southwick dribbles in. And offensive foul called as Jake Hansen draws the charge on Jorgen Southwick. .6:22 to go in the first half. That's the 5th Richfield turnover. I have 0 turnovers for Morgan thus far. Hansen across the timeline. Guarded by Wrights. Goes right wing to Russell. Out to Pace. Nearly lost it, but gathers to it with a pass to Hansen. Up top, Acey. Nothing on the pick and roll. Goes left wing to Hansen again. Guarded by Wrights. Hansen works his way up top. Right side high to Russell. Down the lane for Saunders. And Spells jumps the passing lane to take it away. Richfield up ahead to Fountain. Makes the catch deep on the baseline. Down the lane he goes to Southwick. Scoop. Score. Jorgen Southwick and Richfield's back in front.
I don't know how he didn't go out of bounds, and somehow he got it back to Jorgen, who laid it up and in.
11-9 Richfield. Hansen up top for the Trojans. Right wing Russell. To AC up top. Left side they go to Saunders. Fades away from 17 feet round the rim, and it falls in. What a touch from Bracken Saunders.
Well, there's no doubt he can shoot. He's a heck of a player. And that one looked like it might flip out, but had the shooter's touch.
High post, Southwick left open, 16-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Pace and ran down by Saunders for Morgan.
Yeah, Southwick was open right at the foul line, but went off the side.
Hansen up top. Works his way right side. Hands off on the wing to Acey. Deep three for the lead. Off the back of the rim, no good. Fountain the rebound for Richfield. Being triple teamed. Bounces out for Spell. Yardley now brings it up for Richfield. Able to put the defense on his back. Goes left side high to Wrights. Wrights goes back to Yardley on the wing. Pumps. He looking to drive baseline. Got cut off. He'll back out. Lobs back out for Wrights. Wrights being good trapped. And a foul going to be called. A little push by Ben Russell. That'll be his first. Team's first.
Yeah, just a little push out there.
Into the game now for Morgan will be Brody Peterson. Jake Hansen will check out. I think Hansen's got a little bit of a bloody lip after that charge call on Southwick that he took. 4:36 to go in the first half. We're tied at 11. Rides into the backcourt to Yardley. Russell picks him up at the top of that 1-2-2 trap. Yardley works his way right side, picks it up, looks for some help, and is able to get it over to Wrights. Nothing down the lane. Wrights goes back to Yardley, right wing, pumps, bounces down the lane for Southwick, took 2 bounces. Southwick turnarounds, misses with the right hand, rebound by Spell, pumps, goes back up and in. Hudson Spell's first points.
I tell you, it looked like Southwick's might go, but Hudson there with a big rebound for Richfield and puts it back up and in.
13-11 Richfield. Hudson Spell picking up Bracken Saunders. Right wing AC. Nothing on the cut, comes out to Russell. Down the lane they go for Pace, knocked away by Southwick. Pace saves it, knocked away again, picked up by Yardley. Richfield the other way, up ahead to Fountain, left side layup, blocked off the glass by AC. Baseball pass down the floor for Saunders, makes the catch, Spell disrupts it. Saunders able to grab it, blocked by Southwick. Lowers the shoulder in the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Yardley, and a foul called, and some words exchanged between the players.
I'll tell you what, Saunders was frustrated when he got the shot blocked. He was determined to go up with it, and it fell off to the right.
Coach Hunt going to bring him out of the game. Jake Hansen checks back in for Morgan. It is physical.
Who got that foul?
The foul was on Nate Pace, his first, team second.
Oh, it's definitely physical.
Wrights in the backcourt. Morgan's gone back to a man defense, applying some pressure. Wrights gets it across, guarded by Hansen. Lost the basketball, ball's loose, Pace has it, tries to pass it to Hansen. Taken back by Fountain, drives the lane, blocked out of bounds by AC. Richfield ball on the baseline.
Yeah, it looked like possibly that Malik Fountain was going to have a lay-in, and boy, it got swatted out of bounds.
Yardley to inbound, box set here for Richfield. Looks for Southwick, can't get it to him, lobs out for Spell. Spell works his way right side, guarded by Peterson, picks up his dribble, ball poked away, gets it back. Now high to Yardley. Richfield by 2, 13-11, pass right side, off the fingertips of Spell, out of bounds it goes, the 7th Richfield turnover.
I think Peterson might have deflected that a little bit, and then it made it hard for Spell to come up with it, so part of that was the deflection.
Yes. Hansen across the timeline for Morgan. Crosses over, going to drive right, guarded by Spell, hands off to AC, and a foul called first, wave off the shot. AC made the 15-footer from the junction.
Well, they're going to discuss and see what.
Yeah, they're talking about it. AC made the 15-footer from the junction. I think they call a foul on Yardley going through the screen.
Oh, they counted the basket. Now the replay clearly shows. Look,
So the basket counts, and then a foul called on Gage Yardley, his first, team second.
They don't have the luxury of a lead replay.
13-13 your score. Morgan basketball, they'll go 4 low.
The foul occurred while the ball was in the passer's hands.
Up top with it, Russell. Nothing back door. Goes right side high to Pace. Gives it up now to Hansen. Under 3 to go in the first half. Morgan looking to regain the lead. Peterson hands to AC. Hands to Hansen. Back to Peterson. Works his way left side of the handoff to AC. Right side to Hansen. Fake right, dribbles left, goes to the corner to Russell. Kicks it up top to AC. Straight away 3. Round the rim, no good. Spell the rebound for Richfield. They'll get it down the floor to Yardley. Yardley guarded by Peterson. Crosses. Going to drive right side. The defense opens up all the way to the rim. Too high off the glass. Rebound by Russell for Morgan.
Yeah, the defense made that a hard angle.
Driving the lane is AC. Passes across the Pace. Swatted by Spell. And Slate Wrights throws it off of Morgan, but it's picked up by Morgan before it goes out of bounds. Pass across to Russell. Catch and shoot. Fades away. No good off the glass. And a timeout called by Coach Janes as Richfield secures the rebound. What a sequence.
Oh, yeah, and Russell probably would have been better served to grab the ball and then shoot it. He tried to catch and shoot at the same time.
2:03 to go in the first half on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. It is Richfield 13, Morgan 13. It's a Riverstone Contractors timeout. Riverstone Plumbing and Heating in Richfield. And now Beaver has the equipment and skills to perform timely, high-quality service for residential and commercial jobs. Call Pete at 896-6264. And when we say it's physical, it is a physical basketball game.
Yeah, both these teams can play that way, and they're both very, very talented. And, you know, they're on day 3 of 3 straight games. And so it's been really kind of fun to watch.
We weren't sure what the pace was going to look like in this one, but very low scoring as we talked about. It was 7-7 at the end of one. Each team has scored 6 points here in the second quarter. It's a 13-13 ball game with 2:03 to go in the first half. Pressure again by Morgan. Peterson will guard Yardley as he brings it up the floor. Yardley across the timeline. Behind the back, works his way left wing. Picks up his dribble. Looks for some help. Goes down the lane for Fountain. Fountain guarded by Russell. Out to Wrights. Wrights dribbles in. Gets cut off. Left wing Yardley for three. Off the rim, no good. High bounce. And Saunders skies up to get it, but lost it on the way down. And it's going to be a jump ball. A Richfield City jump ball. And it will go to Morgan.
I tell you, Saunders came out of nowhere. He skied for that rebound, but he couldn't contain it and came down.
13-13 your score.
And lost control of it, and then the tie-up.
1:35 to go in the first half. Hanson across the timeline. Goes left junction to Pace, looking back door, not there. Hands back to Hanson, hesitates, drives left, cut off by Spell. Swings it up top to Peterson. Off the screen, he'll go right wing to Russell. Backdoor slip by Saunders, couldn't handle the pass. Picks it up, fades away from 15, and Morgan goes in front.
Not many people can do that. He lost control, then a fadeaway, about 7 feet baseline jumper.
And now a foul called on Brody Peterson, riding Yardley up the floor. That'll be the first on Peterson, third team foul on Morgan.
And he's going to go over and complain to the ref, but in this game, you're not going to get very far with that.
Coach Hunt pleading his case to the official with 1:08 to go in the half. Rights to inbound, comes into Yardley. Yardley looks to Coach James. Approaching a minute, Peterson pokes it away. Yardley gets it back. Backing Peterson down. He spins against him, drives the lane, kicks to Fountain, short corner. Fountain backing down Russell, puts it up off the glass and draws the foul. Free throws coming from Malik Fountain at the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line as Ben Russell picks up his second.
And that was a crafty move as he faked left and then spun to the right. Couldn't quite get it to go in.
Fountain looking for his first point. First free throw, high arch, knocks it down. 1 point game. .55 seconds to go in the first half. Morgan leads 15-14 in this 3A boys state championship. Second free throw for Fountain. Round the rim, no good. Nathan Pace the rebound for Morgan. Hanson brings it up. Quickly to the right corner to Saunders. Drives baseline. Help defense slides over. Steps around it. Missed it short off the rim. Rebound battled for. They'll go to the floor. Richfield basketball on the Richfield City jump ball. Wrights and Pace got tied up.
I'll tell you, when you get a rebound in this game, there's no guarantee you're going to keep it. You've got to really take good control of it.
12 seconds, or excuse me, about 9 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Yardley backing it up the floor. Goes left side high to Wrights. Gets cut off by the trap. Goes left wing to Spell. Spell one dribble. Short corner into Fountain. Up top to Wrights. Wrights hesitates. Drives left. Kicks to the corner to Spell. Spell works his way back around. Tries to skip it. Ball got tipped. And Saunders comes up with it for Morgan. A Richfield turnover. 18 seconds to go in the half. Right wing Hanson. Down the lane for Saunders. Knocked away by Spell. And out of bounds it goes. Morgan basketball.
Yeah, and Saunders was going hard at trying to tip the pass, and it went out of bounds.
Inbounding underneath will be Saunders. Looking at the rim, nothing there. They go right wing to Russell. Up top, Peterson. Coach Hunt says to play for one shot. Morgan leading 15-14. 5 seconds to go in the half. Hanson crosses again, drives right, kicks to the corner, Pace sets for three, air ball at the horn, and at the end of two in this boys 3A state championship game, it is number 1 Morgan 15, number 3 Richfield 14 on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. We've got your Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Mountain View Vision has moved to a bigger, better location, 1166 South SR 118, next to Maurice's. More parking, more frames, same trusted care. Doctors Richard Yardley and Preston Judy, along with 14 professionals and 5 specialists, provide top quality eye care for all of Central Utah. Pediatric exams, advanced dry eye treatment, specialty contacts, diabetic care, and ocular disease management. New location, same phone, 435-896-5671. Mountain View Vision. Better vision starts here.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
To all of you lovers of the rattlesnake cadence, I'm C.R. Wood, and I never tire of announcing it's auction time again in Central Utah. For the last 30 years, we've all gotten together for the biggest equipment trade day in all of Trail Country, and we're doing it again March 1st in Joseph, Utah. We kick it all off at 10 o'clock in the morning in the yard just west of Wes Ogden's shop. We've already got some treasures that will fit your operation like a glove, and there's room for a whole lot more. A Cat 225 excavator, a like-new Great Dane drop-deck aluminum trailer, a perfect teenager's pickup with a Cummins diesel and a custom suspension, tanks, tools, and a whole lot of really neat shop equipment. We're inviting you to join the party. To turn your surplus into money, call or text us at 435-201-1705.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property, and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield, or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the UCC Youth Center at Utah Valley University to the 3A Boys Basketball State Championship game on a Wednesday night edition of Championship Wednesday. And Rick, your takeaway from this first half with Morgan leading Richfield 15-14.
It's been even more physical than I thought it would be. Just really, really physical. It's also way more lower scoring than I thought it would be. I think it will pick up a little bit in the second half. Both teams have struggled to get the ball in the hoop, but some of their stars, Saunders, I'll tell you what, he's a terrific ball player. And Gage Yardley has just been terrific for Richfield. They've needed every point he's given them.
Yes, they have. Taking a look at the first half stats brought to you by Sorensen Levitt Insurance. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home auto and business insurance needs. Proudly representing auto owners insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Cena Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. First off for Morgan with the halftime lead. 7 points from Bracken Saunders to lead the way. He has 3 rebounds to go along with it. Jake Hansen with 4 points and 2 rebounds. All of his points coming from the free throw line, and 2 points apiece for Colton Acey and Nate Pace. Pace also has 4 rebounds to go along with it. And then they are shooting just 19% from the floor as Morgan, 1 for 8, 12% from 3, and then they are a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
And you said this team averages how many points a game?
Nearly 72.
72 points a game. I don't think they're going to reach that tonight. But both these teams will tell you they don't care what they reach. They just want to have 1 point more than their opponent.
On the Richfield side of things, they're led by Gage Yardley, a game-high 9 points for Yardley. He has 2 rebounds to go along with it. Then 2 points for Hudson Spell. Spell with 9 first-half rebounds for Richfield. He also has 2 steals. Jorgen Southwick, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks for Southwick. And then 1 point in the game for Malik Fountain. He has 5 rebounds to go along with it. Richfield's only shooting 23% from the floor, 11% from 3, and then they are 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So they've both taken 26 shots in this first half. Richfield's made 1 more, but Morgan has made 3 more free throws.
Yeah, and Richfield's missed foul shot is the reason they're behind by 1 point. Now, I'm not going to blame it on any individual player, but the turnovers you're going to tell me about is a factor.
Yes, it is. 10 turnovers for Richfield in this first half compared to 5 for Morgan.
And Morgan averages 9.5, I believe you said, per game. So they're about on average. Richfield averages 10 per game. Richfield a little ahead of their average, and that could be a factor. They're going to want to secure that up. But, again, it's hard to simulate the speed and the pressure that Morgan does in practice until you get on the court. And you're probably going to have a few more turnovers with their talent.
Morgan, both coaches talked about turnovers as one of those keys. Rebounding, they both stressed heavily. Richfield is owning the boards right now, 20-12 over Morgan and 9-5 on the offensive glass. So even though they've turned it over 5 more times, they have gotten 4 more chances on the offensive glass.
And that's why Richfield's not behind by further than just 1 point. Their rebounding's been terrific, and Hudson Spell continues to be a workhorse on it. But their whole team has really gone. Malik and has worked hard on the boards. But I still remember an old Saunders rebound when he went way up over everybody and came down with it. I don't think anybody can jump that high. He was unable to contain it, ended up in a jump ball, but that was nonetheless impressive.
Yeah, that was a heck of a jump, that's for sure, on that one by Saunders getting that rebound. So at the half in this one, it is once again 15-14 Morgan leads Richfield. This has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show, supporting local programs in academic and athletic achievements. Building relationships and working passionately is a winning combination with Jones and DeMille Engineering. We'll take a break and come back with the second half next here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Y'all, just a reminder to shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, offering windows and glass sales and installation, including window tinting. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 410 North Main in Richfield, has a huge inventory and always sells at rock bottom prices. Good Shepherd's has the service to back it all up. Click shepherdscarpets.com. Carpet, flooring, windows, and glass, and more. Shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Click shepherdscarpets.com and sit back and try to wipe that big old smile off your face.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners can get $7,850 total value on this 2025 Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
This is Rick Robinson, branch manager, Richfield. At Zions Bank, we're not just your bank. We're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner and the convenience of online and mobile banking, we're here for you, wherever you are. For all of your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the UCC Youth Center as we get ready for the second half. Let's get our Richfield Community Pharmacy keys of the second half here, Rick.
Well, I think if anyone heats up, that could change this game. Both these teams have shot way under what they normally shoot. And I think turnovers and rebounding will continue to be a factor. It's the same keys first half. When you're in a 1-point game, there's not a lot of differences.
Richfield Community Pharmacy, they believe their customers belong to their family. Let them provide you with the convenient professional service you and your family deserve at 440 South Main Street in Richfield. And again, we're still looking for that Golden Drug, a player of the game. Your community compounding pharmacy at 508 North Main in Richfield, honored to serve Sevier and surrounding counties. Golden Drug thanks their customers. The White Sanitation and on-the-go services sub of the game. Call White Sanitation at 435-896-9212. And that Diamond W auction, key play of the game. Don't miss the auction this Saturday in Joseph, 10 a.m. That the largest one-day trade sale in Joseph with Diamond W auction. Go to diamondwauction.com to learn more. Start of the second half, it'll be Morgan basketball with a 1-point lead over Richfield, 15-14 as we come out of halftime. On the floor for the Trojans, it will be their starting five as they bring out Colton Macy, Bracken Saunders, Jake Hansen, Nate Pace, and Mason Williams. And the starters out there as well for Richfield with Gage Yardley, Griffin Wayman, Slate Wrights, Hudson Spell, and Malik Fountain. Wayman sat much of the first half due to picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Now driving right side is Hansen. Offensive foul. Gage Yardley draws the charge on Jake Hansen.
And honestly, that's what's one of Richfield's strength is their backside help. And Gage was set up pretty solid that time.
That's the second foul on Hansen. First team foul in this quarter, obviously, on Morgan.
They'll start with a turnover.
Bracken Saunders now guarding Yardley, bringing it to the floor. Yardley left side high, looking for someone to pass it to. Not there. Now shovels it over to Wayman, guarded tight by Hansen. Wayman directing Fountain to the corner. Fountain now has it. Comes back out to Wayman off the screen. Catch and shoot three. No good off the rim. Rebound on the backside taken by AC. Hansen up the floor. Left wing to Saunders. Shovels it back to Hansen. Pull up left side from the junction. 15-footer. Got it. Jake Hansen with 6 now for Morgan. It's a 3-point lead. That's their largest.
Yeah, he's come out determined here in the second half because he was driving the last one. That time he was determined to shoot it. Pretty shot on left side of the foul line.
Right wing Spell. Nothing back door. Up top he comes to Fountain. Left wing Yardley. Looking for Wayman, not there. Goes right junction to Fountain, steps into a 14-footer. Got blocked by Pace. Fountain muscles it through off the rim, no good. Got his own rebound. Now Wrights misses a three-pointer for Richfield. Pace has the rebound.
And Richfield looking for someone to get hot here. Continues to struggle from outside.
Again, Yardley has 9 of their 14. Right side high Williams. He'll hand it off to Saunders. On the Morgan side, it's been Saunders and Hansen. Three-pointer on the way from AC. In and out. Pace the offensive rebound. Goes back to AC in the corner. A catch and shoot three. That one just barely drew the glass. Didn't hit the rim. The rebound to Richfield.
Yeah, I think he rushed that second one. He had a little space for the first time and a little much too hurry.
Yardley off the screen. Crosses. Looks to drive right. Spins against the defense. Kicks it out to Spell. And underneath to Fountain. Put it up. Blocked out of bounds by Williams. Richfield basketball on the baseline.
Yeah, he got by Saunders, and then Williams came over and swatted out of bounds. So it looked like a good move that was going to go, but credit Williams. Oh, he can jump.
4 low for Richfield. Bounce pass into Fountain, backing down Williams. Double team comes. Lost the basketball, now gets it back out to Wrights. Wrights drives left to right. Ball got poked away right to Fountain. He misses the layup, and then the rebound tipped out of bounds by Morgan. Richfield ball.
And Fountain was trying to go too quick before the defender go over there, so he was short off the rim, and that was the length of Morgan that caused that, even though there really wasn't a defender there.
Brody Peterson into the game for Colton Macy for Morgan. Under 6 to go in this third quarter. 3-point Morgan lead, 17-14 over Richfield. Yardley with it, works his way left side, gets into the lane to the WAC logo, goes right wing to Fountain. Fountain bounces up top for Wrights. Wrights will back out as they reset offensively. Goes left wing to Spell. Defense sagging. Spell dribbles in, not there. Right wing Yardley rises for 3. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound, picked up by Fountain. Pumped again. Goes underneath the basket, and he traveled as he was trying to find some space. That block, when Fountain got blocked, that's certainly messed with him right now.
Yeah, he was trying to make sure he didn't get it blocked again down on the baseline, and he was moving, trying to get space to pass it.
5.5 to go in the quarter. 17-14 Morgan. Up top, Hansen on the Wolverine logo. Off the screen by Williams. Bounces inside for Saunders. Double team comes, puts it up, no good, but free throws coming for Bracken Saunders at the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line. Slate Wrights picks up his first foul.
Yeah, and Saunders caught that just outside the lane on the right side. And 2 defenders there, and it drew the foul.
First free throw from Saunders, nothing but net. He has 8 to lead Morgan. The lead goes to 4. Second one good as well. That 5-point lead now for Morgan ties the largest lead of the game that Richfield had early first quarter at 5-0. Yardley brings it up. Puts Peterson on his hip, spins down the lane. Peterson pokes it away. Yardley gets it back to Spell for the 3. Rattles it in. Hudson Spell, the Mason Machinery three-pointer. He has 5.
Yeah, they backed off Spell. And Spell was so open, but notice he was right at the white line, not deeper.
Hansen up top. Off the screen by Saunders. Nothing on the roll. Gives it up to Peterson. They lob in for Saunders. Makes a great catch. Put it up and in off the glass. What a play.
And
11 for Saunders.
Just an athletic move. He can go higher than anyone.
Yardley works his way up against Peterson. Hands off to Wrights. Wrights goes right wing to Wayman. He'll rise for 3. Off the rim, no good. A little hard. Williams the rebound for the Trojans.
Again, that was a deep 3 past the black line.
21-17 your score. Morgan leads.
And certainly he's capable of making that.
Up top, Williams. Right wing he goes. Into the corner now to Peterson. He'll kick the 3. Nothing but net. Brody Peterson, the Mason Machinery three-pointer for the first bench points of the game. For Morgan, they go up by 7. Yardley top of the key. Left junction. 16-footer on the way. Off the glass. Round the rim. No good. Rebound battled for. And it's going to be Spell who had it. And now 4 bodies go to the floor. And it will be a timeout called by Coach Janes.
Yeah, he saved the jump ball because the possession favors Richfield. So it saved the possession.
So Coach Janes with a well-timed timeout. It is a full timeout, so we'll take it. 3:55 to go in the third quarter on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. Morgan 24, Richfield 17 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the UCC Youth Center. 7-point lead for Morgan right now. If you're Coach Janes, what are you trying to get right here, Rick?
Well, you've got to try and find somebody that can make a shot. Morgan's defense has really bothered Richfield in the middle, and they got to make some outside shots. And they've just struggled from there. I think a little bit because they've rushed. The pressure coming at them. And Morgan's rushed a few shots, but the last 2 times they've looked more comfortable.
Richfield will bring Southwick into the game. They run Spell at the rim. Off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Saunders for the Trojans. Got a good look for Richfield. Disrupted, though, by Williams again inside. Up top, Hansen. Left wing, he goes to Pace. Can't quite find Saunders with a lob. They come up top now to Peterson. Right wing, Hansen. Slip screen by Saunders. Hansen drives baseline. Pull up 15-footer. Off the rim, no good. Spell the rebound for the Wildcats.
Boy, and he's got an eye for the rebound. He anticipates really well.
Up the floor, Southwick. Dribbles in against Saunders. Cut off in the short corner. Comes out to Fountain. Fountain left wing to Yardley. Pumps in the shot. Going to drive baseline. Get inside. Hang in the air. Missed it short off the rim. Pace the rebound for Morgan.
Yeah, but he had to worry about the long reach of Williams. The ball just a little short.
Coach Hunt gives the call for Morgan. Right side high is Peterson. Up top he goes now to Williams. Down the lane, Saunders. Catch and jump shot from 14 feet. Bracken Saunders with 13. It's a 9-point Morgan lead. Yardley has the ball poked away. And he'll bring it across the timeline. Peterson still working on him hard. Yardley drives into the left hand and draws the foul on Peterson.
And Peterson just is trying to wear him like a glove. And then they call a foul. He comes up, and that's the second time he's come over and asked the official.
Coach Hunt pumped, though, with his team. The 9-point lead. It's currently a 12-3 run right now by Morgan after they were tied at 14. Up top, Spell. Hands off to Southwick. Southwick pumps, dribbles into the left hand, has the ball knocked away by Saunders, and it goes right to Peterson, a Richfield turnover. Coach Hunt telling him to slow down. Hanson with it. Directing traffic, comes right wing to Peterson. Up top now to Williams. Drives in, goes right wing back to Peterson, pumps in the shot, spins against Southwick, drives in, put it up off the glass, and got the finish. What a take. Brody Peterson with 5.
Yeah, and he definitely got past Southwick. There was nobody there.
Yardley puts Peterson on his back, goes to Spell. Across the block now to Fountain, and a foul will be called. If it's on Peterson, that's his third. And it will be. So Brody Peterson's third foul, third team foul on Morgan this quarter. Colton Acey going to come back into the game for Morgan. Inbounding underneath will be Yardley for Richfield.
Richfield can really use some points, I tell you. Just shots have been hard.
Wayman left wide open, rises for 3. Short off the rim, rebound tipped down the lane, taken by Pace for the Trojans.
That's as open as he's been all night. You were saying the same thing.
Slate Wright's getting to check into the game for Richfield. Hanson directing traffic for Morgan. 1:41 to go in the third quarter. 28-17 Morgan. Right wing Acey. Goes up top to Pace. Left wing Saunders. Spell comes out on him. Saunders dribbles in. Nothing back door. Hands it off to Hanson. Hanson pull up 17-footer. Off the rim, no good. Yardley the rebound for Richfield. And he's fouled. It's going to go on Jake Hanson. That will be his third, fourth team foul on Morgan.
Yeah, and when Richfield gets the rebound, they're trying to poke at it. And then if there's a foul called, they're not very happy with it. And it's just how Morgan plays. They're very aggressive. They go after the ball.
Slate Wright's into the game for Griffin Wayman, and Ben Russell into the game for Morgan as Jake Hanson checks out with that third foul.
Richfield's done a nice job of rebounding. That's one of the better things they've done in this game.
They've got to find somebody that can score. Could really use, obviously, a guy like Jorgen Southwick to get going. He'll bring it up. 1:18 to go in the quarter. Southwick across the timeline. Dribbles all the way down the lane. Hangs in the air. Blocked by Williams out of bounds. Richfield ball on the baseline.
Yeah, he went up high, and Williams came over and swatted it. That was a pretty play by Williams.
Yardley to inbound for Richfield.
I like the idea by Southwick, though, going to the basket.
Nothing in the lane. They'll throw out for Wrights. Wrights up top to Fountain. Left side high to Southwick. Southwick crosses. Steps into a jump shot, 17-footer off the rim. Falls off. Rebound by Fountain for Richfield. He'll go back up off the back of the rim and got it to go. Malik Fountain with his first basket.
And that was a big deal for Richfield that stopped a run there.
It was a 14-3 run. Up top with it, Saunders off the screen by Acey. Pick and pop back to him. Left wing now, Williams. Nothing on the cutter. He'll come back up top to Saunders. Crosses. Gets cut off by Southwick. Hesitates, drives in, puts it up against Spell, and got it to go. Bracken Saunders with 15.
Yeah, he had Spell right in his face. That's just a terrific shot.
Less than a second between the shot clock and the game clock. Yardley. Yo-yo's up top. He's picked up by Williams. He'll step into a 3. Nothing but net. Gage Yardley, a Mesa Machinery three-pointer. 15 seconds in the quarter. Coach James gives the defensive call. Coach Hunt the offensive call. Down to 8. Saunders crosses, drives left into the lane. Scoop with the right hand. Off the rim, no good. And that's going to be how this quarter comes to an end through 3 quarters of play. On the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard, it's Morgan 30, Richfield 22 in the 3A Boys State Championship game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centracom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centracom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
It is loud and hopping at the UCCU Center for this boys 3A state championship, with Morgan leading Richfield 30-22 as we go to the final 8 minutes. Richfield basketball to start quarter number 4. Up top with it is Yardley. Works his way right side, guarded by Saunders. Creates space. Up top to Spell. Pumps in the shot. Dribbles in. He'll kick it back out. Left wing to Wrights. Down the lane for Spell. Makes the catch in the low block. Backing down Williams. Spins against him. Pumps. Puts it up. Blocked by Williams. And then Spell able to gather it back. Up top Southwick. Catch for 3. Off the rim. No good. And a foul called on the rebound will go against Richfield. It'll go on Hudson Spell. That's his second, team's first. Up the floor comes Hanson for Morgan. Up top to Acey. Hands off to Pace. Around the perimeter, left wing he goes to Hanson off the screen for 3. Short off the rim. Rebound tipped out, and Pace has it, but throws it into the backcourt. Yardley saves it. Must have been touched by Yardley. Fountain saves it into Wrights, and has the ball poked over to Southwick for the right-hand finish. What a sequence.
Undescribable. And Richfield got a much-needed basket.
Makes it a 6-point game, 30-24. Hanson off the screen by Saunders. Hands off left side to Pace. Up top, Acey. Left corner, Hanson. Back up top to Saunders. Backing down, Spell. Able to slide by and put it up with the right hand and scores. Bracken Saunders with a game-high 17.
Boy, he is one tough player. Terrific basketball player. He got moved around the defender and able to lay it up and in.
Yardley right side high. Goes left side to Wrights. High post for Spell. Quick corner to Fountain. Back out to Wrights. Down the lane to Spell. Right wing Yardley. Rises for 3. In and out. Hanson the rebound for the Trojans.
And Yardley had a good look. He was just outside the white line. Richfield's done a good job of taking the normal 3, but it rattled out.
Hanson right wing to Pace. Up top to Acey. Left wing it goes to Hanson. Up top Saunders, off the screen, 17-footer on the way, off the rim, got it to go. Bracken Saunders with 19, and it pushes the lead back to 10. Southwick gonna drive right side, goes for the dunk, and misses over the rim, throws it out of bounds instead, so Morgan basketball. Griffin Wayman into the game for Jorgen Southwick. Brody Peterson into the game for Colton Acey on the Morgan side. Coach Janes pleading his case to the official. 5:54 to go in the 3A state championship. Number 1 Morgan leading number 3 Richfield 34-24. Trojans looking to match Richfield with 5 all-time boys basketball state titles. Up top is Hanson. Right wing he goes. Peterson with it, guarded tight by Wrights. Bounces back out for Hanson. Left wing high, they go with it to Pace, back to Hanson. Short corner to Williams, back to Pace, to the wing to Hanson. Down to 12 on the shot clock, out to Saunders. Guarded by Spell. Saunders crosses. Spell pokes the ball away, goes right to Peterson. 6 seconds. Saunders catch and shoot 3 in the corner. Short. Yardley the rebound for Richfield. He'll bring it up the floor as Saunders comes out on him. Yardley drives past him. Kicks to the corner. Fountain sets. 3 on the way. Nothing but net. Malik Fountain with a Mesa Machinery 3-pointer and a timeout called with 5:09 to go. It's a Riverstone Contractors timeout. Call Pete at Riverstone Plumbing and Heating at 896-6264. 34-27. Morgan leads Richfield in the 3A state championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
To all of you lovers of the rattlesnake cadence, I'm C.R. Wood, and I never tire of announcing it's auction time again in Central Utah. For the last 30 years, we've all gotten together for the biggest equipment trade day in all of Trail Country, and we're doing it again March 1st in Joseph, Utah. We kick it all off at 10 o'clock in the morning in the yard just west of Wes Ogden's shop. We've already got some treasures that will fit your operation like a glove, and there's room for a whole lot more. A Cat 225 excavator, a like-new Great Dane drop-deck aluminum trailer, a perfect teenager's pickup with a Cummins diesel and a custom suspension, tanks, tools, and a whole lot of really neat shop equipment. We're inviting you to join the party. To turn your surplus into money, call or text us at 435-201-1705.
Back to the action here. Left junction, 16-footer from Hansen. No good. Rebound by Richfield. Slate Wrights. 7-point game right now. Yardley lobs for Spell, but it hits the rim. And Saunders has it for the Trojans.
Yeah, and it looked like he was open underneath, but the lob was just too hard. Came down off the rim, and that ended up being a turnover.
Pace left wing, out to Hansen. Up top, Williams. Right corner to Peterson. Peterson spins on right, drives baseline, kicks it left corner. 3 from Hansen on the way, short. Rebound by Peterson. He'll go back out to Hansen to reset. 4:18 to go in the state championship game. Hansen crosses. Goes right corner to Peterson, pumps in the shot, drives baseline, tries to pass across the key. Knocked off by Spell, and he'll be tied up. Jump ball will keep it with Morgan. The pass hit the leg of Spell. They both went to the ground, did Williams and Spell, and they get tied up. So Morgan ball on the baseline. Saunders to inbound, box set around the key. Try to get Hansen cutting, not there. Now he'll get Williams going to the basketball, but a timeout called by Coach Hunt first. Say Riverstone Contractors timeout. Say 30-second timeout. Let's keep it right here with 4:07 to go in the game. Morgan leading 34-27. For some reason, they just changed the arrow back to Morgan on the scoreboard. Not sure why they did that, but Rick, what are you seeing right now?
Well, Richfield just hasn't had anybody hot. They've made shots intermittently, but they've all been a struggle with the defense of Morgan. There's still time. They got to play really good defense. And this sequence here that Barrett Hilton's given us was quite the sequence. I appreciate that. Where Richfield deflected, Yardley threw it down. It was just crazy sequence.
Yes, it was.
But Morgan, the difference in this game, and no question, is Saunders. Brackett has just been incredible.
19 of their 34. The reason they switched the arrow back is because they haven't inbounded after a jump ball. So once the ball gets inbounded, they'll switch it back over to the Richfield side on that. 4 low here for Morgan. Saunders to inbound. He'll look for the cutter to the basket. Not there. He'll throw it out for Williams. He hands to Hansen. Hansen on the Wolverine, guarded by Wayman. Bounces high for Williams, low pass, and a foul will be called. Fountain tried to get his hands on it. Wayman came in and hit him with the body as he tried to tie him up as well.
And who did they give the foul to?
Well, we haven't seen it yet, but I believe it'll be on Wayman. He's the one that hit him with the body.
Well, Fountain, you give him an inch, he's going to dive for that ball. That's what he did. He dove between the legs.
But nobody showed the scores table, so they need to know who the foul is on. Oh, they're going to give it to Fountain. That'll be his first.
And honestly, Richfield would probably prefer that.
Yeah, that's his first. That would have been Wayman's third. Saunders to inbound, bounces out to Pace. Defense sagging on him. Picks up his dribble and comes out to Saunders. Guarded by Spell. Works his way left side, lowers the shoulder, kicks to the corner to Pace. Back up top, they swing it to Hansen. 3:42 to go in the game. 7-point Morgan lead. Peterson with it. Gives it up for Saunders. He'll drive right side in the lane. Got cut off. Steps back 12-footer. No good. Rebound tipped up. And Williams tips it to himself. Goes to Saunders for the easy lay-in. Saunders with 21.
Yeah, Richfield finally had Saunders miss one, but couldn't secure the rebound.
Yardley lost his footing as he slipped to the floor, able to save it out to Spell, to Fountain for 3. Banks it in! Malik Fountain with 9 with that Mesa Machinery three-pointer, and the lead is 6.
Yeah, and Richfield knows the urgency here. They got to make shots and get some stops.
36-30 Morgan. Hanson off the screen, dribbles to the right junction, to the corner to Williams, back out to Hanson. Under 3 to play in the state championship. Hanson cut off, reverses back out. Up top to Peterson. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Drives left, spins in the lane, hangs in the air. 10-footer is good. Brody Peterson with 7 off the bench.
You know, you're thinking he's who you'd want to shoot, but what a nice move in the middle.
Yardley up top to Spell, straight away 3, round the rim and it falls off, and the rebound goes to Saunders. They'll slow it down. Hanson bringing it up. Chance to put Morgan back up by double digits. 2:24 to go in the game. Right side high, AC. Guarded tight by Fountain. Goes through the hands on the pass to Peterson, but Hanson runs it down for Morgan. He'll go down the right side of the lane, passes to Saunders for the easy right side lay-in. The errant pass made it so Richfield tried to over-pursue and opened up a layup. The lead is back to 10 for Morgan. 40-30. 2 minutes to go in the game. Yardley crosses over, off the screen by Fountain, backs out. Up top, Wayman rises for 3. And it falls off the rim. It was all but down and fell off. And now a foul on the rebound will go on Hudson Spell. That will be his 3rd. Team's 3rd. Jorgen Southwick into the game for Slate Rights for Richfield. Hanson to inbound. Comes into Williams. Back to Hanson. Pressure now by the Wildcats. Jake Hanson will bring it up against Wayman. Gets it across the timeline. Comes right side high to Peterson. Back to Hanson on the Wolverine logo. Coach Jansen, we got it coming out on him. Into the corner to Williams. Back out for Peterson. Peterson dribbles the lane. Kicks it left wing to Saunders. Catch and shoot 3. Yes! A Mesa Machinery 3-pointer. Bracken Saunders has 26. And it's the largest lead now at 13. Wayman into the corner to Yardley. He'll take the 3. Off the rim, no good. The rebound by Williams. And Coach Hunt will slow it down with a 13-point lead, 43-30. Coach James shouting the defensive instructions. And now foul called on Hudson Spell as he tried to strip Saunders. That will be the 4th on Spell. 4th team foul on Richfield this quarter.
Yeah, and Richfield's really played hard. I tell you, this is a tough one. Morgan Sanders has just been incredible tonight. Certainly the difference. And Richfield needed somebody hot, and they just not been able to find him.
Coach Hunt calls time. It is a full timeout, so we'll take the 30-second break with 1:03 to go on the 3A Boys State Championship on the Richfield Family Dental scoreboard. Morgan 43, Richfield 30 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sevier Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the UCCU Center. 1 minute and 3 seconds to go. And Morgan has put it to their largest lead of the game at 13, 43-30 over Richfield.
Yeah, and I tell you, Richfield has played their hearts out tonight. So has Morgan. Morgan's had to work for this thing.
They tried to sub in Colton Acey, but you have to sub him before the first horn, so he will not come into the game.
And he's their lone senior. This Morgan team will be good next year.
Well, not the lone senior.
Not lone senior.
Nate Pace, Ben Russell, also seniors.
Yeah.
Saunders gets it into Pace in the backcourt. Now to Hanson. Back to Pace. Back to Hanson. He'll bring it across the timeline. Picked up by Wayman, and a foul called. That will be the 3rd on Wayman, 5th team foul. So Jake Hanson will go to the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line to shoot 2. The Trojans can fill it as Colt Macy checks into the game for Mason Williams. Hansen's 4 for 4 from the line in the game. First free throw here, good. 7 for Hansen, 5 of them coming from the free throw line with 54 seconds left. Second one, good as well. Hansen with 8, 45-30, Morgan leads Richfield. Up ahead to Fountain, catch and shoot 3 from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Yardley, the rebound goes back up, blocked out of his hands. Spell with it, shovels it out to Southwick. He'll take the 3. Off the rim, no good. Yardley with the tip in on the left side. 14 for Gage Yardley, and a timeout called by Coach Janes. It's a full timeout. We'll take the 30-second break with him with 40 seconds to go in the game. Morgan 45, Richfield 32 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the UCCU Center at Utah Valley University. Robert Lovell with you alongside Rick Robinson. 40 seconds stands between the Morgan Trojans and their 5th all-time state championship in boys basketball. Leading Richfield 45-32. It'll be Morgan basketball out of the Riverstone Contractors timeout. What a game tonight by Bracken Saunders for Morgan.
Oh, he's been the difference.
26 points for Saunders. Pass comes in to Hansen, and he'll be fouled quickly.
He's got more than half the points. He's got 26 of the 45.
Jay Counson is fouled, so he'll go back to the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line to shoot 2 as Malik Fountain picks up his second foul. 38.8 seconds to go. Coach Hunt's going to empty the lane for Morgan. First free throw good.
They've been perfect from the foul line. And Richfield's only shot 2 foul shots tonight. Physical as this game has been.
Coach Hunt's going to get his 3rd senior in the game, Ben Russell. So Russell, Pace, and AC, the 3 seniors are out there for the Trojans, along with Hansen and Saunders. For Richfield, they've got 4 of their seniors out there with Yardley, Spell, Fountain, and Wayman, along with Southwick. Hansen makes both free throws. Yardley right wing. Steps into a 3 off the dribble. Off the glass, no good. Rebound by Spell. Goes up and draws the foul. And Hudson Spell will shoot 2 at the Apex Foot and Ankle Institute free throw line. Colton Macy picks up his second.
And I show that as this will be only the 3rd and 4th foul shot that Richfield's had in this game.
That is correct. First free throw off the rim, no good from Spell. And Coach Jane's going to go ahead and bring in the rest of his seniors, as he will bring in Pace Mullen, Jess Curtis, Slate Wrights, Tanner Pollock, and getting under to check in after the free throw will be Misi Vakauda Kakala. To a standing ovation from the Richfield crowd. What a group that group of seniors has been for Richfield.
Oh, yeah, terrific talent. They had to overcome a very talented judge team last night to get here. And Morgan just a little too good tonight for him.
Coach Janes turns as Morgan empties, I don't know if they empty their bench, but they're going to bring their 5 off the bench here as they go off to a round of applause as well. Back of the rim on the shot by Spell. And the rebound goes to Morgan with Jack Hurd. He'll bring it up. 25 seconds to go in the game. They can just dribble it out. No shot clock. Coach Janes looks on. He looks at Macy Vakudakakala and says, sorry, Macy. So he wasn't able to get in the game off the missed free throw, so the final seconds will tick off the clock, and the Morgan Trojans are your 2025 3A boys basketball state champions with a 47-32 win over the Richfield Wildcats. Their 5th all-time boys basketball state title and 1st since 2019.
And Richfield will wait for another year. 2000, it was in 1988, the last time they won a championship. So
teams go through the handshake high five line. And again, the 3 seniors for Morgan helping lead their team to this state championship. And Richfield, as they bring in just a great group of seniors that have been playing together for a long time. And several of them been starting or playing a lot of time for the last 3 years, have their career come to an end here in the state championship.
Yeah, and they've just been a terrific group of boys. Made it to won the state championship in football a year ago, made it back there again this year. Morgan's had the edge of them in football and now basketball. And there's a little rivalry between these two programs, and it's always a little tough to lose to them, but nonetheless, second place is not in shambles. There's a good win over a very talented defending champion Judge team. And Morgan, just an extremely good team.
Coach Hunt with a point to his crowd. They get ready to hand first off the runner-up trophy. It'll be given to the Richfield Wildcats by Emory principal Steve Gordon. Cade Morrell of Morgan High School will have the opportunity to give his own school and team the championship trophy. But first, again, it'll be Steve Gordon giving Richfield their runner-up trophy here at the 3A state tournament. That group of seniors will come out together to accept it.
We now present the 3A state championship trophy to the state champion, Morgan Trojans.
And now the athletic director, Cade Morrell, holds it high for Morgan as they raise it up. Their 5th all-time boys basketball state title. What a season the Trojans have had.
Yeah, their only loss was to Green Canyon, 68-67. And of course, Green Canyon was ranked number 1 all year long in the 4A and lost to Payson in a very close game last week.
And they unleash the Morgan student section to come out onto the court and celebrate with their team. Mason Williams held the trophy high as the student section comes out to celebrate at center court. (47-32) your final in this 3A boys state championship game. As they celebrate and get ready to cut down the nets, we'll take a break and come back with your final stats in this one in our Sunrise Engineering postgame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Mountain View Vision has moved to a bigger, better location, 1166 South SR 118, next to Maurice's. More parking, more frames, same trusted care. Doctors Richard Yardley and Preston Judy, along with 14 professionals and 5 specialists, provide top-quality eye care for all of Central Utah. Pediatric exams, advanced dry eye treatment, specialty contacts, diabetic care, and ocular disease management. New location, same phone, 435-896-5671. Mountain View Vision. Better vision starts here.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is the Central Utah leader in plumbing, waterworks, turf, and ag irrigation. Mountain Land Supply features an entire line of Rainbird sprinklers and systems for your yard or commercial property and backs it up with an extremely knowledgeable staff that cares about the local community because they live here. Visit them at 2104 South Red Hills Drive in Richfield or call for a showroom appointment 435-896-9606. Mountain Land Supply is proud to sponsor high school sports and wishes the teams, coaches, and players success.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
The Morgan Trojans celebrate their 5th all-time boys basketball state championship at center court here at the UCCU Center at Utah Valley University with a 47-32 win over the Richfield Wildcats. This is the Sunrise Engineering postgame show serving communities for over 40 years. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. And Rick, your takeaway from this one?
Well, I have nothing but good things to say about both these teams, but Richfield, just a lot of heart, and Morgan just made more shots. The one player, Saunders, was certainly a difference maker. He made some tough shots, and he made from outside, from inside, and Richfield couldn't quite contain him. Everybody else is pretty even. Richfield just needed somebody to try and get a hot hand, and it just wasn't meant to be tonight, but I'm still proud of the Richfield team. They're just, I'm going to miss a lot of those athletes, and the community was terrific. They were supported both from Morgan and Richfield. The student section was terrific, and it was just a fun atmosphere. Other than if you're rooting for one team and the other, your team lost, you're going to be sad, but we were treated to a talented game.
Yes, we were, and what a game played by the Morgan Trojans. Coach Hunt going to work his way over here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll get his thoughts on today's game as, again, they get their 5th all-time state title. He's bringing Bracken Saunders over with him. What a game played from Bracken Saunders as he finishes with 26 points here today for Morgan to help lead them to this state championship. As Coach Hunt trying to work his way over, getting hugs and high fives all around from everybody he passes along the way. And so we'll get Coach Hunt's thoughts here on the game here and on this season. Coach, congratulations on the win, and thanks for hopping on here. First off, just your quick reaction, takeaway from this game, a very physical game tonight.
Well, we knew it was going to be physical. That's what Richfield's got to do. We mentioned that in our pregame interview. And we had to match your physicality. You know, early in the game, both teams, you know, high emotion, brains running just a little too fast for the moment, but this kid right here beside me, second half, just put us on his back and carried us, man. And we tried to get him the ball as much as we could, and he delivered. That kid's a stud. He had 56 points the last 2 games. This guy's, he's the real deal. And we're lucky to have him. We got him for 1 more year, so, man, we're so happy to have number 5 on our team. But I thought we settled down better the second half. We knew we would. At halftime, we just mentioned, hey, we're good. We just got to play Morgan basketball. Got to slow our heads down a little bit. And I thought they did a great job with that. Our defense was solid. I thought rebounding was going to be a big key. We didn't get all the rebounds, but we got our share. We got enough to get some stops. So it was a great job by our crew. You know, Mason Williams and Nate Pace don't get a lot of publicity, but they're workers down there in the paint getting rebounds. I thought Nate had a great job on the boards tonight, just, you know, battling. But this kid practiced, number 5, Bracken Saunders. What can you say, man?
That 19 second half points, finishes with 26 in the game for Bracken Saunders. Coach, first off, let's look at those 3 seniors that you've got on this team, Colton Macy, Nate Pace, and Ben Russell. What have they meant to your program?
Everything. Nate is a glue guy. You know, he's just a guy that does the dirty work. He's in there. You know, we challenged him to be a rebounder tonight, and he gave everything he had on the boards. You didn't get them all, but he made a difference on the boards. He's a kid that will get on the floor. He got on the floor all year long with loose balls. Richfield's so quick and athletic, man. They get there quick. You know, they beat us to a lot of loose balls, but we were in there scrapping, and that's what we need to do. So Nate, love Nate. He's a big part of our program. Ben Russell comes off the bench, and, you know, he had to sacrifice a little bit because initially he didn't come out to play. He missed the first 4 or 5 games. And then, or 3 or 4, I don't know what it was, but I called him up, or actually sent him a text, and I said, hey, if you still want to come out, we got a spot for you. And he said, yeah, I'll do that. I said, probably won't start, but you okay with that? And he says, whatever you say, Coach. And he did such a good job for us on that, in that 6-man. Whenever he went out, the energy jacked up, and he usually gets some steals. And then Colton, what can you say, 80, 85, whatever the number of threes on the season. Now, tonight wasn't his night. He struggled shooting the ball, but, you know, Colton was a guy all season long that we could count on. And they gave us that third weapon between Bracken, Jake, Hansen, and Colton. They were a three-headed monster offensively. So Colton was solid captain for us. All 3 of those seniors, we're going to miss them dearly.
When you look at your opponent tonight in Richfield, you talked about the physicality, but what did you see out of them?
Just that. They're physical. I mean, we kind of understood that they had some limitations offensively, you know, and I'll tell you, Wayman, who was so hot last night, was not tonight. And we told our kids, too. I said, hey, Richfield looked awesome last night, but tomorrow's another game. Every game is an individual experience, and every game's different. You just never know. And Wayman struggled tonight, as did Colton. But without Wayman out there scoring the ball, then that limits some of their offensive capabilities. Now, they're really good at just crashing the boards and getting some offensive play. Yardley was good, but I thought we did a pretty good job overall in Yardley. I thought our defense overall was – I mean, we gave up 30 whatever it was points. I thought our defense was on point.
Yeah, a little bit slower pace, and you talked about it. You weren't worried about the pace, just worried about making sure you scored more.
Well, and I've told these guys, and they know, we planned and talked about the state championship game all year long. Almost every day in practice, we talked about being a champion in the state championship game. But I've told them the state championship game, more times than not, is a low-scoring game. Well, I've won 42-39, low-scoring games because of just what we experienced at the beginning of that game. Your emotions are pretty high, and that shot's a little tougher, and points are at a premium. And I thought tonight that's exactly what it was. But it was a low-scoring game. I'll grind it out. We'll grind it out. We got players. We'll grind it. So it was a fun win for us.
Well, Coach, I'll let you go be with your team, and we'll get Bracken's thoughts on the game. Thanks again.
Hey, thanks a bunch.
Once again, Coach Scott Hunt there of the Morgan Trojans inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. Now we'll get Bracken Saunders on as well. 26 points tonight, Bracken, 30 last night. Walk me through your state tournament here this week.
Monday I was sick with the flu, and then I just cleared right out and I was ready to go. I had a lot more energy these last 2 games and surrounded by great teammates, so it makes it a lot easier for me.
What was your mindset coming into the second half in a 1-point ball game?
Well, I couldn't hit a broadside of the bar in the first half, and coaches still believed in me, told me to keep shooting, so that's what I tried doing, and they fell.
When you look at the defense, Coach just talked about your defense a lot as a team here. How crucial was that for your team?
It's always big, defensive rebounding. I thought may have got beat on rebounding a little bit, but stops mean everything. Forcing turnovers, giving us extra possessions. It's all the game.
When you look at the game inside, how crucial was it for guys like Mason Williams and Nate Pace and being able to contest those shots when Richfield was able to get in the paint?
I think they're most underrated players, honestly, in Utah. With them, they do the biggest. They've blocked shots. You can't get past the Mason 6'5" and can jump and has longest wingspan you've ever seen. But without him, there's no way we win this game.
What about Jake running that point today?
Gosh, he's such a stud. That's all I can say about Jake. He's a stud. Looking forward. We got one more year together, and it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it.
Brody Peterson coming off the bench had 7 big points in the second half as well.
He's a Tasmanian devil. Little Wolverine is what we call him. He's a little firecracker. When you get him going, he'll roll.
You do lose those 3 seniors off your team. What have they meant to you?
A family now, It's going to be hard to play without them next year, but they're all going on missions to do bigger and better things, so we're excited for them, but we're going to miss them a lot.
Well, Bracken, you had a heck of a state tournament, heck of a championship game here. I'll let you get back and be with your team, but congrats on the win.
Appreciate you.
Once again, Bracken Saunders of the Morgan Trojans here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll take a break, come back and wrap up with our stats, and also get your players of the game as well. Coming back here at the UCCU Center at Utah Valley University on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners. interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the UCCU Center as the Morgan Trojans continue to cut down the nets with the 3A state championship won 47-32 over Richfield. Let's go now to our Sorensen Levitt Insurance stat check. Visit them in Richfield or Salina for your home auto and business insurance needs. Proudly representing Auto Owners Insurance. Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield at 896-4471 or Sina Rasmussen in Salina at 529-7471. And first off for Morgan as they get the win, Bracken Saunders, 26 points, 5 rebounds. And Coach Hunt talked about it. You talked about it, Rick. Bracken Saunders certainly was the difference.
Oh, yes, and he's going to be the MVP of 3A. No question about it. Just a junior. But he did everything tonight. He hit from outside, hit from inside, and he had a similar game against Juab last night. And he just was a difference tonight. He was impressive. I thought Richfield did a lot of good things. They just could not get someone to get that ball, just couldn't get in the hoop for him. And some nights you have those kind of games, and tonight, unfortunately for them, was one of those nights.
Back at those stats, Jake Hansen finishes with 10 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds for the Trojans. Brody Peterson, 7 points off the bench with 3 rebounds and 3 assists, and then 2 points for Colt Macy tonight for the Trojans. They end up shooting 35% from three, or from the field, 21% from 3, and they go a perfect 10 for 10 from the free throw line in this game, do the Morgan Trojans. On the Richfield side of things, 14 points for Gage Yardley. That was a team high tonight for Yardley. He had a great game with 6 rebounds, 9 points and 8 rebounds from Alec Fountain. 5 points for Hudson Spell with 13 rebounds and a couple of steals. 4 points for Jorgen Southwick with 2 rebounds and 2 blocks in the game for Richfield. Richfield shot just 23% from the floor, 19% from 3, and only 25% from the free throw line.
Yeah, but they only shot 4 foul shots, and the final 2 were when the game honestly was over. So the foul line was a non-factor for Richfield tonight. Maybe it was the fact they didn't get to the foul line, and it just a tough night for him shooting. And I credit Morgan's defense. I thought when Morgan got a couple blocks in the middle, Richfield was a little hesitant, for understandable, to go up with shots in the middle, which normally they would take.
Yeah.
And Gage Yardley, he sensed that, and Gage really kept this team in the game.
Yes, he did. Richfield ends up winning the rebound battle 33-26 over Morgan, and 16 to 9 on the offensive glass for Richfield. And then turnovers, both teams did a really good job in the second half. Richfield had 10 at the half. They finished with 14, and Morgan had 5 at the half. They finished with 7 in the game.
Yeah,
the difference was the ability to get the ball to go through the hole in this one.
Yeah, and there's 2 fun teams. They're just fun to watch, and Morgan was heavy favorites, and they end up winning it. But Richfield would have to shoot better in order to win this game. But Richfield did all the right things to get here, and that's a really, really good Richfield team also.
Yes, it is. Other stats to look at: 3 lead changes, 4 ties in this game. Richfield's largest lead was 5, and Morgan's largest lead was 15. They end up winning by 15, 47-32. Rick, let's go to our Golden Drug Player of the Game. Your community compounding pharmacy at 508 North Main in Richfield, and they honored to serve Sevier and surrounding counties. Golden Drug thanks to their customers. First off, the whole senior class, obviously a great job, but tonight Gage Yardley was just phenomenal.
Yeah, and Gage, that's a no-brainer with Gage. I thought he was terrific. And again, that's kind of what he does. He senses what the team needs. If they need point guard, I thought last night he knew they didn't need his points, and he didn't try to put points. And tonight he knew they needed his points. It was just a struggle, and he did a great job.
And on the Morgan side, clearly Bracken Saunders.
Oh, there's no question there. Yeah, he was the difference.
For the White Sanitation and On-the-Go Services sub of the game. Again, contractors and outdoor event planners can find sanitary portable restrooms for any situation and garbage and dumpster services for any applications. Call White Sanitation at 896-9212. For Richfield, they really just went to Jorgen Southwick in this game. So Jorgen Southwick, certainly the sub of the game for Richfield. On the Morgan side, Brody Peterson brought a huge lift both defensively and offensively for the Trojans.
Yeah, he played really hard. And, I credit their bench. They did some things they needed to, help them, kept the pressure on Richfield. Richfield never had a possession where they didn't have some kind of pressure. Well, they might have had just a few the whole evening.
Yeah. And then for the Diamond W auction, key play of the game, is there any key play that stands out to you, Rick?
Well, I think the three-point shot by Saunders when he made that first one in the second half was really key. It just got a momentum. Saunders just did the things that Morgan needed.
Yeah, big game for Bracken Saunders as he finishes with 26 points. And that's going to pretty well do it for us here at the UCCU Center as the Trojans are wrapping up, cutting down the nets. They're slowly working their way through it, giving every player the opportunity to be able to have their piece of the net here to celebrate the state championship win. Again, 5 all-time, their first since 2019. And for Richfield, the 1988 still looms as the last boys basketball state title. And they will continue to fight to try to snap that drought for the Richfield Wildcats. A great team effort here tonight by both teams. A great career and season again by Richfield's players. And Morgan able to get just one more win here down the stretch. 47-32 is your final in this game. Rick, as we get ready to wrap up our coverage, any final thoughts on the day, on the week, and the season?
I just need to say thank you. You do a great job with being next to Barrett. What a professional he is. The great things he does. I give Doug Barton and Mid-Utah Radio, I can't say enough good things about the opportunity I have to be a part of this. And all those other announcers and producers, and I'm sure you'll name most of them, and camera people have been with your boys. It's an honor to be there and to help bring this back to the community. I want to say thank you.
No, thank you, Rick, and we appreciate, as we mentioned, all of those that have helped put this broadcast on, including all of our great sponsors around the state of Utah that help bring you coverage of high school sports. And a wave of the net from Coach Hunt as he cuts down the final string to celebrate for the Morgan State Championship. But again, Barrett Hilton running the controls here in these championship games and all week long, last week as well at 2A. Appreciate Joe Williams, Adam Coombs, Cole Wissinger was with us this week, Kyler Jensen, Alex Doss, Daxton Lovell, Jefferson Penrod, Colton Lovell, and Jordan Hilton showed up here at the end to help out as well. And then appreciate guys back in the studio, Jason Pipes, Bo Lund, Doug Barton, as Rick mentioned, and then all the guys that help bring you the coverage on the air, Tanner Wilkinson, Rick Robinson, Dustin Shakespeare, Greg Sterner, and Dylan Douglas all do a fantastic job. We appreciate all their efforts to help bring you this coverage of the state tournament here at Utah Valley University. Once again, the Morgan Trojans cut down the nets. They are the 2025 3A boys basketball state champions with a 47-32 win over Richfield. I'm Robert Lovell. Thank you for listening and watching, and have a great week, everybody.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.